Speaking of the taxpayer, I'm sure that the folks would like to know what's the annual expense to the taxpayer in Scottsdale for this program.
We've done a financial analysis of the bond program, and actually the numbers I'm going to go through are really combined numbers of both of the bond questions. As we know, there are a lot of complicated calculations that go into it: the tax rate that the city charges, the assessed valuation of the properties, which is ever changing nowadays. With the total $63 million in bonds that we're proposing, of which the $36 million is construction, we're looking at about $13 of tax impact to an average residential unit. A business would be hit with more along the lines of about $270 a year.
A year. And that 13 you said, that's a year?
Correct.
What was that number?
Actually, technically, it's $13.45.
$13.45 a year.
Right, and of course, there's a whole range of assumptions that go to assuming that
Sure.
a $250,000 house, 10% evaluation.
Sure.
But the reality is that the Bond 2000 program that we've issued, those bonds have been issued. The city is actually retiring its debt over time. So this is really at the peak assessment, which would be within the first couple of years, and then it starts dropping off as the bonds are paid off.
Yeah, I did. I saw that graph. I saw how much it dropped off in the out years,
right,
on the amount of money that the taxpayers have to pay.
And that's a result of the city retiring all of its earlier bond issues over time. We pay them off, just like a mortgage. We pay the bonds off over time.
Okay. Let's go worst case scenario. What happens if it fails?
Well, if it fails, then the first and most important thing that the city has to do and the city staff has to do is scramble to try to find funds so that we can leverage that $130 million of other agency funding. We may have to rearrange our priorities and try to bring funding to bear on these key projects. It's important for us not to lose funding that's available from other sources.
But help me through this. So if you can't come up with the money, right, let's just assume worst case scenario, then you won't be able to pull the $130 million down either.
Correct. Well, in the worst case, yeah.
Well,
in the worst case, we lose the entire $130 million right, of matching funding. Again, as staff and as the city, we've got, and I don't want to say it's free money because it's federal, state, and local money, right, but that funding's out there available for us to get if we can bring up matching funding. So basically what we'd have to do is reprioritize the system so something else that's already approved might drop off the list. But either way, we run short of funding.
So what I'm hearing is it's really, really important for the members of AGC and ACEC, yes, to be aware of is it question 1 and 2? Is that correct?
Correct.
Question 1 and 2 in Scottsdale. Take a look at the information and see what it really means to them.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to share? Anything else you want to share with the members of AGC or ACEC?
Well, all of this information is available, publicly available information, both through the City Council minutes, the presentations, and of course you'll be posting the PowerPoint presentation that I've used in several situations. But from the city's perspective, this is just a way to continue on with our infrastructure program at the city and to meet the needs of the city residents.
If they want any additional information, who do they contact?
There are quite a few sources. First of all, myself as the city engineer, I'm available for any questions as well. My name is posted on the website, but also on the city website there is information concerning the bond program. It's a work in progress, and so we're updating as we come along. In addition, there will be a voter information package that will be issued. As a matter of fact, I believe absentee ballots come out in the next week or so.
October 7th.
Yeah, there we go. And the voter information package will have a little more detailed description concerning the bond program as well. So there is plenty of information out there, and again, either myself or any of the staff in capital projects at the City of Scottsdale is glad to answer any questions concerning this.
Well, Derek, thank you very, very much for joining us. It's been very, very informative, and we appreciate you coming out. I know it's a Friday, and some of us like to be out there and enjoying our kids and stuff. And
absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Well, thank you, David.
Thanks.